Good morning, my friends, and this is David Joyner again, your trusty illustrator, coming to you with a new sketch illustration. If you like it, we can go ahead and maybe think about finishing this one today. This is going to be an elf in the tree. I'm currently reading a really cool book, and it's written by Terry Pratchett, who had passed away this last year, I do believe, and he had this one. Sorry about that. He had this wonderful set of books that were written on the Discworld series, and his elves in the Discworld series were mischievous, to say the least. So I'm doing a sort of an atypical elf, overly large ears. Sorry about the noise. I'm outside right now. So we're using the number 0.05 pencil lead, and it's this is just a simple picture, nothing complicated. It's an elf in a tree, and I figure it's a good way to just sort of start the day off with a nice preliminary sketch. This is I did this at about 4:30 in the morning, and I'm getting ready to get the kids up and get them off to school, and I figure the best way for me to do these tutorials is just do it, get it done, ride the lightning. Anyway, I hope you like it. So I am using a ball and joint concept. It's really simple. You make tubes. The tubes are larger at one end and skinnier at the other. I think this is an easier way of finding proportion. There's our hand. And the hand is nothing more than a rectangle with 5 little tubes, bigger on one end, shorter on the other, and they come to a flat end. So some people make little boxes. I make tubes. And so you got my tree branch here. Nothing complicated about a tree branch. If you guys want a tutorial on trees, I could do that. This isn't one of the longest videos, but it is a relatively long video. It's going to time out at about 8 minutes and 16 seconds. So a lot of people have trouble with things like, is it supinated? I'm not sure if that's the word, but overly bent, turned out joints. It's a hard thing to draw sometimes because you're seeing very tight tendons over the joints. Kneecaps and ankles, wrists. These tend to be the areas where a lot of artists will differ in their style. I, on the other hand, I have no concern. I just don't care. My wrists are going to look good or they're not. And same with my knees. I am working on those things, but I feel that's sort of an ongoing process. We spend our lives as artists trying to fine-tune. But I'm also trying to simplify these videos for beginners and new artists. So I'm not going to go in and draw attaching tendons probably too often. If that's something you guys are interested in, I will. But also that seems to be the kind of thing where it's easier to box them in. So I will probably later on today do the finishing of this video if you're interested, and we will kind of focus in on maybe this elf's kneecap, and I will show you how I box in the kneecap. So we've got trees in the distance, and we've got big trees up close. I'm going to go ahead and do some preliminary shadow layout for the trees. Simple. See, just a simple foot and a simple kneecap. And later on, I will make that a little more complicated for you. Remember to not worry. You want to when you draw the head, remember to draw the head a little bit larger than you think it's going to be, because you always are going to put the hair on the head. And in reality, people have a tendency to draw the head too small, and that can sometimes look weird. it's better to draw the head slightly larger. Especially, I find that it makes the character have a little more. There's a little more room for an exaggerated expression. I think that today is going to be a wet day here in the Northwest. I'm lucky. I'm out of all my friends. I get to work in the house. Yay! And I might as well put a little window in here and wish you all a good morning. I think that if I decide to work on this one throughout the day, he might decide to say something a little different later. But that's pretty much the main line work there for this illustration, I think. This reminds me of one of R.A. Salvatore's elves. Maybe I'll turn this. I could turn this into like Drizzt Do'Urden. Oh man, my friends are going to be upset if I didn't say that right. Anyway, Menzoberranzan or Menzoberranzan, you choose. Anyway. My friends, I care a lot about doing this stuff. That's important to me. I think that I'm going to continue doing these tutorials, and we'll see what happens. I think that maybe this might be my calling. I kind of feel it deep in my bones. Anyway, maybe I just had to wait for technology to reach the point where this was something feasible for an artist like me. You guys, don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. It's really super important. If you want me to continue being able to make videos every day, and I can make even more complicated videos. Later on this morning, you will see the finished tutorial for the monster, and I hope you like that one, the monster tutorial. So we're going to go in here and do a little bit of this layout for the tree, and when you what I'm doing right now kind of pulls the branch out. Kind of in my eye, it allows me to feel where I'm putting in the shadows for later, and it gives a texture to the tree. A lot of artists are different when it comes to this kind of stuff. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you do, make sure to subscribe. Take care, my friends. All right. Toodles. There we have it.